Miracle Makers. Within Miracle Makers Academy, we have a set of extraordinary transformation, meditation, guides, community building based on science, based on love, and based on what I would call conscious realism. We just saw the most beautiful talk by Donald Hoffman. And this Donald Hoffman is really bringing forward this a key understanding and a key point that we talk about within Miracle Makers all of the time. We talk about you being able to see only about 2,000 bits of information when there's 4 billion bits of information coming to you, 4 billion bits a second, and you hold and bring in and perceive the ones that go with your belief systems, and also the ones that are most present with you, that will allow your personal love to expand, whether it's reproducing, which is what Donald Hoffman's hypothesis is. His hypothesis and what he's sharing and what they're showing is that you receive so much, and most of it may or may not be accurate. And it's not even important whether it's accurate to your system. Should the universe make sense to us? Should the universe make sense to you? Hold that for a second as a question for yourself. It's an important question because ultimately the answer will inform how you attempt to make sense of the world. For your mental health, for your physical health, for your the growth and birth of everything you value, should the universe make sense? And when we look and stand on the shoulders of those ancient texts, what's been written, all of the things that have been passed down generation to generation, when we look at that, right? When we really understand it, I love the work of Greg Braden and Joseph Spenza and Deepak Chopra, and the work of Greg Braden went in and looked at the records that are being held in water. And Greg Braden really says there was a jump in consciousness. There was a jump. And what I'm sharing here really, really specifically is, yes, there is a component of you rolled up physical in the earth. Your body is the earth. And what happens to the earth happens to the body, to your body. And also that Greg Braden's theory is we were altered. You were altered in some way. That alteration, that some way that you were altered, infused you with a connection possibility. I want to say this another way because it's so important. You get so much information, and over the ages, your perception, what you perceived, you started making common sense. And over a period of time, we created a lot of common sense. And you've got intuition and you've got abilities that are possibly turned on and off by using the wholeness of who you are rather than just perception. I want to say all of that another way. Everything that you do at some level is organized based on the agreements and the belief that went before it. David Donald Hoffman took the question, should the universe make sense? He took the question to the lab. And what I want you to understand about your body is your body records and connects and works with the universe on a feedback mechanism. When you look at this virus, or when you look at any illness or any dis-ease that is created, anything that's in your body, so when you look at the coronavirus specifically, it comes in, it's an RNA virus. Everything in your body, every component is remade through copying your original DNA. Your original DNA gets copied. Instead of the code being messed up, your body has a system to bring RNA in, and then the RNA goes into the copy centers, copies it, brings back the DNA components to attach back to the newly formed DNA, section by section by section, the new protein, the new command. And when you've got loads of the correct stuff in your body, your DNA double checks itself before it lets whatever is being commanded to be made. Let me say all of that another way. Your body loves feedback. It's constantly getting feedback from inside, and it's getting feedback from outside. Your lungs, your skin, your eyes, all of your systems are designed to help you reproduce. And all of those systems are designed to light up what lights up your heart. If you are moving in the direction of what you love and getting more online with what you love, and you're clear about what you love, what gives you life force, well, your DNA copying center, your digestive tract, your skin, everything extracts and double checks and reinforces what you are. It's so funny to say this, when something else, right? When like the beetle attaching itself to the glass bottle. So the beetle analogy in this TED talk really stands out. When you go for the false shiny objects, when you go for what doesn't actually connect, your energy levels go down, and you may not trust yourself as much. And then time and space, which we really get, are an illusion. We get time and space is an illusion. We are in a forever now and the next now, and understanding that energy is never created nor destroyed. You're who is speaking, the one that's speaking will continue to have a voice, only amplified. I had that experience, amplified by the understanding of everything. Your voice, if it's not in this physical body, will have a connection to all voices, all verses, all universe, all sound. Why is this important to you? Why is this important? It's important to recognize if you're going after a false, shiny beetle. It's important for you to recognize and really, truly understand and feel and give to yourself. I want to say that another way. When you connect in deeply with yourself and what you want and with your heart, and when you step into self-mastery, and when you step into, wow, okay, I am willing to get curious about what I actually believe. I'm willing to get curious if there is a benevolent love connected to me. I'm willing to get curious into what only I can create. When you begin saying that to yourself, when you begin really embodying and bringing forward that energy, you extend your life, you extend what you value, you extend everything that is in integrity. I want to say this another way because it's really important. You are in integrity in every area of your life, wrapped up, covered up by a bunch of emotions, thoughts, and physical behaviors. Your body is in integrity with nature. The earth is in integrity with you. The benevolent love that beats your heart is in integrity. You have wrapped around you stuff, emotional stuff, mental stuff, and physical stuff. So that real ability to forgive, right? Oh my gosh, we are in a place where where it's hard to accept Aristotle's words, right? In all things of nature, there's something marvelous. Well, the coronavirus comes in and finds its way into your lungs, starts sending a signal to your body, copy me, copy the virus, instead of copying the normal proteins that your body would make. So this virus comes into your body, and for 2 weeks to 21 days can take over your body without showing you any signs or symptoms. And the signs and symptoms that wind up showing up, right? The signs and symptoms are your lungs begin to produce mucus instead of producing enzymes and a positive exchange. Your body thickens the mucus, and this thickness is designed to slow you down. And it's designed to let your body know, and your body knows, oh, you must heat up. You must heat up. We've been taken over. Oh no, we've been taken over. That's what mucus in those regions, and this is, it's very strong in the sense, one, the fear factor makes it so much stronger. Any level of dis-ease and not humor takes over the body. You will not perceive, right? You're not perceiving reality. You're consciously creating it. So you get the mucus in your lungs, your body's in perfect integrity with the environment as much as you allow yourself to have all the things it gives to it, right? It's a perfect record. And so really, truly being able to get and understand that mucus and fever are good. It slows it down. You being in isolation and not having to deal with more is good. You being alert and using your mind and using your muscles and using your, getting into integrity with everything in your life, this is good. And really getting clear that right now, wow, spring has set aside a new time for you today to plant seeds. And one of the seeds that I really want you to plant for yourself, for your heart, for humanity is absolute permission to give to yourself what your heart desires. Absolute permission to receive what your heart desires. Absolute joy in understanding that you get to create connection with something greater than yourself, the cosmos, the stars. They're already the elements making up your blood and your bone. You get to experience all that can only come through you. And that it never ends, it's never done. There's not, because if there's no time, what you're to do, who you're to be, is never going to be done. Focus on that just a little bit. Who you're to be will only get more loving, more benevolent, more compassionate, more grounded, and inspiring. If you look at the earth, right? The earth is inspiring. It takes compost and seed and gives us fruit. It gives us within a few meters, within, I think it's 10 meters, to every poison, there's an antidote. It's so beautiful. You are blossoming. You are blossoming. You are the blossom. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. That's Joseph Campbell, right? The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. After Hurricane Katrina 2005, and especially after the market crash in 2008, I didn't know how to ask for help or to ask for money or to charge anything for anything. I had so much shame around not having or being a provider and giving. I didn't ask for money to go say goodbye to my grandmother in the hospital. Ouch. I didn't do that because I didn't face the fear. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Ah, wow, I used money as an excuse to not feel enough. I used, oh, not enough makeup to feel not enough. I used, oh, I gained 80 pounds pregnant with my son because I was nursing two kids as a way to not feel enough. The universe is alive within you. The earth is alive within you. There is a treasure within you that only you can bring forward, and you will. You will. Time and space are an illusion, albeit a persistent one, right? Reality is an illusion, albeit a persistent one. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are, and being who you are for something greater than yourself. I'm here because I believe we can grid all of the continents with miracle makers, people that are fully alive and know how to use their energy in order to create anything Jesus did, anything God did, anything Buddha did, anything any wise man did, or wise woman, Mother Teresa, Mother Mary, Sophia, the anything we've done, Cleopatra, anything you can do. The code is in the water already. We know water has perfect memory. And you can extract from the water the intelligence. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited. I get so passionate about this, right? Being a non-government organization doctor and going into the field in places no one else would go, delivering babies and infectious diseases, not being afraid of an infection. And then now with my kids, education and building community. Thank you for being part of that community. I'm so excited for us to go into the next part together.